Yeah, so the very interesting things are happening now in the marketplace. We have a huge consolidation with Compass and Coldwell Banker and Sotheby's, and we got this big transactional model over here that is really not as personalized as it used to be. And then we have now us, the Bill Raveis company, a family-owned business that gives personalized service to agents to customer. And the other interesting thing, we've been sort of inventing things, reinventing things for the last 50 years. I mean, we were the ones that agent is the customer. We built teams, first in the nation to build teams. We were the first in the nation to do branding. Now we're coming up with a lot of new stuff through my sons Ryan and Chris. And one of it's Raveis 365 Plus, which is very unique. It's got a virtual assistant, and it will help us navigate the entire real estate landscape for our sales associates. And whether it be their marketing, whether their communications to their customers, whether it be the ability to get their commission statements and to have what their pendings are. So what we're doing is building a huge ecosystem that is unheard of in the industry called Raveis 365 Plus. Microsoft helped us with 365 15 years ago, and now we have a virtual assistant who's we're tying everything together with Microsoft and the virtual assistant. It's going to be very, very unique. It's nothing like it in the industry. We're the first in the industry to do it. The other new invention that we have is called, or next new add-on into our programs. We have something called Elite Concierge Service, in which we offer mortgage insurance, moving, entertainment, and utility connects. Now the next add is wealth management. Wow, wealth management for people who want to. We have a partnership with Moran Wealth Managers in Florida. The number one wealth managers in Florida, $6 billion under management. They're also the top 10 in the United States. And now we have a partnership with them, William Raveis / Moran Wealth Management. And we had to get approved by the SEC. And our agents actually we had a couple things happening here. They can have their customers call and see if we can get better returns for them if they sell their house and have some extra equity. Or they can put family and friends in it for themselves. Or we have an opportunity fund for our sales associates. So we will invest in the William Raveis Wealth Management ourselves as a company, and we will give our agents the opportunity to actually come with us and invest with us on this. It's a unique proposition in the industry. Nobody has it. This is exactly what I like. Is we're the first in two things. One is this technology first, me being a former systems analyst, and the second thing we have going here is the wealth management component. Nobody in the industry has it. We have one of the best partners, Moran Wealth Management. Tom is an entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur. My sons are entrepreneurs. We've got something very, very good going. We have an industry that's in disruption, and we have a family business that basically has got new products and services for our customers. Let's say Elite Concierge Service. Where did that come from? I was in the Boston market at Four Seasons. And I travel, generally when I travel, I go to the Four Seasons because of the services they give. They have something called Elite Concierge Service. And if you want to go to a restaurant, they'll help you book the deal at the restaurant. If you want to do something inside with meals and stuff like that, they would help you in many, many other ways. And they called it Elite Concierge Service. And I said to myself, we were doing that, I says, why can't we, the company, offer Elite Concierge Service for our customer base? And that started the ball rolling. And we started to say, well, we do have Elite Concierge Service in both mortgage and insurance. What else can we add on to it? And I said, well, we have moving services we can add on to. We could add utilities and entertainment, and we could hook that so the customer has now a package of concierge services that they get from us. It doesn't cost them anything. And matter of fact, if they use our mortgage company, they do get a $500 bonus. So there's some rewards that they get. So this Elite Concierge Service was initiated through a 4-season visit, and we've taken it now here in the company, and we have expanded it. And there's nobody in the industry, no one in the industry giving additional services other than opening a door and selling a house. So we have now added the new component is the wealth management side of it. And that gives the opportunity for agents to get involved with wealth management in terms of the commissions. It gives the customer who's selling a house or buying a house, if they have some extra funds, we can help them refer them to one of the premier wealth managers in the country, and somebody who I know personally, somebody whose family is in the business, and somebody who I like. And so we're giving out services that are different, Elite Concierge Service, than our industry. The industry right now is consolidating and not giving out any services. What they're trying to do is sort of figure out their consolidations, where we are actually delivering services now for our agents, but also for our customer base.
Great. So for an agent, as far as building their residual revenue, how does Moran Wealth Management work with us?
Yeah, so our sales associates, if they have a IRA or a 401k and they want to invest it, and Moran can manage the money for them. They have professionals as opposed to doing it themselves. Also, too, if they have commissions and they want to put a part of their commissions into a wealth management fund for themselves, so they have recurring revenue. One of the nice things about that, if you say you get a commission of $10,000, you want to put $5,000 into the wealth management, that is not taxable until you take the money out. So you have the money incurring for yourself. You have yourself, if you will, a retirement fund that is managed by professionals. Some of the interesting things, most other companies who are public companies give their agents stock in their company. But if you take a look at the stock in the companies that were offering stock options, most of them were down by 90%. So it's not a lot. Whereas this is basically you going into either equities, treasuries, or bonds, depends on what you want, and they will invest it, and their returns will be much better than, say, a stock that's going downhill. The Opportunity Fund is, again, something that's very unique. It's never been happened before in the industry. Instead of getting stock in the company, what we do is you have the ability to invest in the market, as opposed to one company. You to spread out your risk over many over many companies. So it's a unique opportunity. We're the first to do it, which I loved again, and that will be announced. We'll have a more of a formal announcement in September of this year.
How exciting! Let's talk a little bit more about Raveis 365. And there's been a tremendous onboarding with that. Agents are enjoying it, and they're very enthusiastic about all that it's doing to help their business grow. Can you talk about Maya and your experiences with what you've been hearing?
Yeah, so just a little background. Raveis 365 was basically done about 10, 12 years ago with Microsoft. And Microsoft came to us, and we were the only real estate company in the United States that they formed a relationship with in terms of real estate. They had a company in Australia called Tiles, so they have Raveis 365 is now a combination of Microsoft 365 and the Tiles. And it was at that time a very unique product for a sales associate, because all you had to do is just click on a tile to get any information. You didn't have to keep on logging in and logging out. Very, very unique. And again, to my background being a systems analyst, so I had some feel for technology at that, and more so then than now. And now it's a lot easier because you have the AI component that shows up. And so what we did was we found a beautiful AI company called Cloze, C-L-O-Z-E, and merged that technology into the Raveis 365 technology. So what's happened is we have this engine with Cloze and their virtual system Maya. So you speak in a phone, you can talk to Maya and sort of you guide it where you want it to go. It is really pretty cool. And, you know, you can tell Maya, say, listen, send an email to Mr. and Mrs. Jones, or by the way, put this contact into my system. Oh, by the way, here's the new contract. Will you please send this off to this? Oh, by the way, where's my commission schedules? What did I make this week? Okay, what's my pendings? It's all done through the phone. And it's very unique. There's nobody in the industry that has it. The virtual assistant component of the Raveis 65 is very unique. And we will continue to expand, and to make not only our agents more efficient, but also for the ease for our customer base. So Raveis 365 Plus, as we call it, is a combination of Microsoft technology, which was just produced by us, and our new partnership with Cloze. And the combo of those two things is very, very special.
Yeah, I got, after listening to a lot of the videotapes that the agents have been sending in, they say that they're very impressed by how integrated it is already. I mean, they just log in and they can connect to SkySlope and all
Right.
of our, you know, Maxo marketing, all of those wonderful integrations that are already automatically done, not done in other companies.
Yeah, a lot. The industry, at least in the Northeast, has been very hard because of inventory, and so a lot of people are, you know, if you will, in the industry. It's just harder now. But what's happening with the technology is making it easier. So as you have it's harder if you don't have the technology, and it's easier if you do. So what's happening is the folks that are here or have an easier way to navigate the industry and spending more time with the customers and clients, as opposed to trying to figure out, you know, what's the direct mail. We can figure out how do they get in touch with the customer base, how do they keep the market information in front of the customer. That stuff is really easy now. And so even inventory is low in some areas, very low, and it's harder. What this does, it frees up the agent's time to give them more time to prospect for themselves personally, instead of dealing with the mechanics of the industry itself. So this is a time saver for the agents. It makes it almost fun again in a tough market, tight market, the Northeast, to be in the real estate business.
Excellent. Do you want to, let's see, do we talk about, next month we'll be announcing that we just won another award, multi awards. This one is Best Luxury Full Service Real Estate Brokerage. It's a global award,
Mm-hmm.
and that's in the United States, so
Mhm.
they gave us.
Yeah, we've been very fortunate to be receiving a lot. We're a luxury brand. We work very hard on delivering luxury service. And luxury service could be even for $400,000 houses. But we're a luxury brand and want to deal with luxury service. And we're very fortunate to be waiting for people to recognize the company. Luxury Lifestyle just recognized us as the #1 luxury real estate broker, full service real estate broker in the United States. That's a good one. That's a good one. And then Inman, top luxury broker in the United States, and also with Inman, top broker in the United States, and also with Inman, the innovator of the United States. So we've got a lot of great things in that. But it's the whole point here is the group here, the company. I mean, the 5,000 agents, the managers. We just have a very special group of people. I may end up being the band leader here, but the band doesn't play unless there's people playing instruments, meaning everybody here does a piece of the service. The reason why the company's made this way is because everybody contributes. My sons are really very good at what they do. Ryan being involved with the mortgage and insurance and headquarters and technology, and Chris being involved with residential real estate. They are as good as they get in the United States. You cannot get any better. So we have the next generation, the two boys being here. And the wonderful part of the stuff is my granddaughter Charlotte is now involved here. So we have our third generation showing up. We are a family business, and we are a luxury brand, and we're going to continue to give Elite Concierge Service to everybody that's here, and give an opportunity for our agents to have higher opportunities to earn money here as opposed to somewhere else.
Excellent. That's great. Do you want to speak about the marketplace? Do you want to give us what you've been, I'm sure agents just love hearing your thoughts about.
Yeah, I mean the
the
marketplace is it's different everywhere. So, for instance, in Florida, there's inventory buildup in Florida, and there's in some areas the inventory may be 12 to 15 months. However, though, the high end in Florida sells very, very quickly. So anything over like $10 million sells very quickly. Something in the $500,000-600,000 range stays a little longer. That's Florida. South Carolina is just a very, very, we're at South Carolina is a very, very active market. Inventory light, almost normal, but real estate is really very, very active there. The Northeast is the inventory is very tight in most communities, so they're very, very difficult to sell real estate because there's not a lot there. That will all change as the interest rate changes. The inventories will build up. The reason why the high end in Florida sells quickly is because it's all about stock market related stuff. Most of those folks who are buying high end stuff are in the stock market, so therefore stock market doing very well. It gives the opportunity for our high end buyers and sellers to move wherever they want to move, whereas if the interest rates were basically, they don't care about interest rates, where the interest rates for, if you will, average home has a big impact on whether you're going to buy or sell. If somebody has a 3% interest rate, doesn't want to go out and buy a house that has a 6.5% interest rate. So the interest rates for the, if you will, the medium average houses will have to come down for inventory to build, whereas the stock market is holding up the high-end houses.
And we continue to grow our luxury scene.
Yeah.
Your strategy for that, can you speak?
Yeah. So what we want to do as a company is to be in all the luxury markets from Maine, all along the East Coast, all the way down to Miami or the Florida Keys. So we're in South Carolina. Eventually, we will be in North Carolina, and some of the high-end communities in additional in Georgia. So we want to be where our customers go, and so our customers go to Nantucket, they go to Hilton Head, they go to Palm Beach, they go to Naples, go to Boston, New York City. I mean, we're in all the communities that where our customers on the East Coast go. We will continue to fill in as we go, but we have no interest in going to California, Texas, just the East Coast. It's got 100 million people there. There's plenty of opportunities there.
A lot of beautiful communities too.
Yeah.
So, and we've been there for
a
very long time. Last but not least, we have a new ad campaign coming out.
Yes.
You want to talk about your thoughts on?
Yes, we've had a relationship with a marketing company called Heavenly for maybe 15 years-ish. And when we want to come out with a, if you will, a over-the-top campaign that expresses the luxury theme that we have, we usually go to them to ask them their opinion and ask them for how we should position ourselves in the marketplace. We have a very good, adequate marketing group here. We have something in the area of 60 or 70 marketing coordinators in the field. So we have a very large marketing company within that helps our agents, helps the company. And now what we're doing is we're going to do something that's unique. And the unique part of it's Heavenly. And what they did was they came out with an ad campaign about art, about the uniqueness of art and the uniqueness of our company, how it compares to an art piece. It's very unique. And the campaign features about 8 or 9 art pieces with messages. And we also have social media doing that. And stay tuned. It's going to be very, very fun. It'll start in September. But it's a campaign about art and our uniqueness. Just like an art piece is unique, it's our company is unique just like that. It's different than everything else out there. Family business, luxury scene that cares about our people, and this art display will emphasize that.